Hey everybody, welcome to a new series. Today is day one. I'm going to call this series Keep It Simple. We're just going to keep everything super simple. I actually have kind of a lot of things I want to focus on, but ultimately each day, each exercise session will try to stay simple in terms of how many exercises and what our main focus is for that day. Also within the series, I would like to challenge you to track your progress. So I have a notebook here and I have the workout written down. You can use whatever sort of terms, shorthand terms or whatever that you would like to. But I'm going to keep track of how I feel, what weight I performed things at, what felt imbalanced, etc. Obviously, you do not have to track your workouts, but I think it could be a very useful tool. And I also have, and I would like for you to write down goals that you would have for this 60-day session. So 12 weeks, 60 days, we'll be going 5 days per week with our series, and whatever else you want to add in on top of that. I would also like to challenge you to keep track of your nutrition and sleep and energy levels for the next 60 days, this series as well. So we're going to try to keep our exercise sessions super simple. Doesn't mean the moves won't be challenging or the work itself won't be challenging, but just simplify the needs. So we're going to throw in and incorporate a few new exercises as well throughout the series that are going to try to help us find out where maybe our discrepancies are or imbalances are in the body, because that's what totally contributes to injuries and pain. And we're going to try to work on those. And you can write all those down with your notes and your notebook session, your notebook writing after the session. Use your phone notes, whatever. I've been using my phone to track my food, water, sleep, and activity level. It's kind of fun to use the phone because the emoji make it look fun whenever you go back. So I have different little symbols for whenever I'm super happy with something that I performed. All right, well, with that, let's move into our workout. Let's get going. I'm going to talk about equipment that you need. We'll get our warm up and then we'll get started. So if you have a resistance band, you're going to need that. I am going to be actually moving it around. You're going to need a high anchor point. If you have access to a cable machine would actually be even better. So if you work out from a gym, you can use the cable machine and set the arm high. You're also going to need to have it set low, and we're going to be going two different sides. So anyway, you'll need a resistance band. If you don't have a resistance band, I'm also going to show you how to work the hack and the chop with a dumbbell. And then I have a fun little collection of kettlebells. I have two 25s, or they're 12 kilograms, so about 26 and a half, a 35-pound kettlebell, and a 44-pound kettlebell. Okay, so for today, let's go ahead and bring it down to the mat and start on our hands and knees. Spread those fingertips really, really wide. Knees are right underneath your toes. I'm going to have us just stay with a neutral spine right now, and we're just going to check in with our breathing. Okay, so inhale, bring your shoulder blades down and your abdomen tight. Find your pelvic floor muscles. So suck up through your crotch area, basically. And then when you exhale, feel the abdomen tighten even deeper. Tuck, 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 suck, suck, suck. Tighten all the way around through the obliques and the low back. Inhale, still hold flexion through the core, but you're not going to have as deep heat or acute heat as you do when you exhale. We're going to go two more. Inhale, and then exhale. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Transverse abdominis draw. We've done these before. Just focused on holding that abdomen. We want to really be able to find flexion and put flexion into our abdominals, into our back. really all muscle groups without actually moving them, finding isometric flexion and self-flexion without them moving. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go into our cat-cow. Our inhale is going to allow the belly to drop, the shoulder blades to draw back, and the head to lift. And then our exhale, you're going to root your hands and knees into the ground. Pull your belly button back, deep, deep, deep. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, round. Tuck, tuck, deep, deep. 2 more. And your last one. Okay, level off again. Find that transverse abdominis draw. Try not to shift, but just lift your right hand, put it behind your head. Your elbow's going to be out parallel to the ground. Rotate from your mid-back. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to drop that elbow down to the wrist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop down to the wrist. Inhale to lift. Exhale, drop. 2 more. We want to keep mobility through the mid-back. Super important. How's that core? Are you still wrapping, contracting, and holding? All right, switch it up. Other side. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, drop. Trying to keep those hips level, level, level. Hold flexion through the core. And 1 more. All right. We are going to push up into our downward facing dog. Drive those hips up and back. Slide your shoulder blades down. Get opening into those hamstrings. If you'd like to pedal out your feet, go for it. Grab deep into the core. We're always going to have that core grabbed and locked. Deep inhale, bring your left leg forward outside your left hand, and then rotate your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, drop your hand. Put your left leg back. Bring your right leg forward. Rotate to the right. Twist a bit. Plant your hand to the left side. Inhale. How's that core? Is it still locked? I hope so. And the right leg. Inhale and twist. Exhale. Lower. Both feet back. Drive your hips back up. We're going to walk our hands back to our feet. Bend one leg and then the other. One leg and then the other. All right. Grab both elbows, swing left and right. Get a little bit more rotation and twist through your back. All right, and then we're going to get into our set. Okay, so part of this will be adjusting and finding the position that you want. And then, of course, we're going to be coming back to it several times throughout the series. So hopefully today will just be one of the longer times it'll take us to get things where we want. And then from here, it'll be a little bit faster. Okay, so you're going to have your band set at a high anchor point. And then you are going to have your inside leg. So the leg that is closest to the bar is going to be forward, and the leg that's furthest away is going to be back. Okay, now here's going to be the funky thing, is that we want our knee and our front foot to actually be lined up. So it's really going to throw your balance off. Grab deep into the core. You're going to put your left hand right at the handle on your band and the right hand up at the top. So you're going to pretend that between your hands is a firm, fixed rod. Okay, you're going to activate the core, lift the chest, pull that abdomen in just like we did on our hands and knees. You're going to exhale, rotate, ooh, and then hold a split second, and then return slow. Inhale, hold a split second, rotate, and twist. Okay, we're going to do 10 of those. I'm going to show you really quick what's going to go on. If you do not have a band, you're going to grab kind of a mid-weight. This is a 12. Okay, you're going to start up at the top, twist, inhale, exhale, and then lower. So it takes just a little bit more focus on the abdomen and core flexion because you're not going to have that constant pull back of the band. All right, let's get it going. So we're building flexion in the core and balance. All right, you're going to find out which side maybe is a little bit different. Ready, set, go. Make sure your arms are straight. Try to relax the toes on the front foot. Keep your back nice and tall. Feel your legs have to flex in. Nine. Lock and load. Keep that belly firm. And 10. Perfect. All right. We're going to switch to the other side. If you have access to 2 bands, then you could use that. And then eventually we're going to move to a heavier band if you'd like. So for today, my red one is kind of a mid-weight. You can always start light and then go heavier, of course. All right. So now let's see how this other side goes. All right. So inside leg is up. Outside leg is down. Try to line your foot, your front heel, and back knee. Lift nice and high through the chest. Pack in through the back, grab the core. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep both arms straight. 5. You want to find tension between those hands just a little bit as well. 10. Perfect. All right, switch it up. Undo that strap, and then we're going to bring it around low anchor point. Same thing if you're using your weight. All right, now we're going to have our inside leg down, outside leg up. There we go. All right, same thing. You want to have that strong, firm flex into the back, the core. So now what we're going to do is we're going to punch our right arm up as the left elbow pulls back. All right, you might have to start a little closer. We're figuring it out together. So ready, set, punch up, and down. This is going to be the harder side. This is our hack. Hold that split second at the top. Remember, we're here to find discrepancies, imbalances. 8, 9, 10. All right. Good job, good job. Kind of put everything in your brain real quick. We'll be writing it down in a second. Try to remember if you need to write it down as we go along. Of course, that's all right as well. All right, now your outside leg is up, inside leg is down. Line those knees and toes, knee and heel. Okay, so I'm going to punch out and up. Maybe I'm too turned. Ooh, left side. Baby, baby. Ready, set. 2, 3, 4. Pull that right on back. 5. Punch. Up with the left. 8. Feel that activation in the core, the lats, the obliques, the back. 10. All right. Quick second. Shake it out. Do a couple jumping jacks if you're not taking notes. All right. Left side. All right. Now, get your kettlebells ready to go, or your dumbbells. We're going to do single leg deadlifts, still in single side work. We're going to be doing a lot of single side work. So, and we're going to do these just a little bit different. I will give a shout out to the 4-Hour Body by Tim Ferriss. I've been kind of geeking out on that and just grabbing a few little things along the way that I think I would like to try. So that's where this stuff is coming from for today. We are going to start off actually with no weight. So right leg on the ground, chest nice and tall. You guys know how we do our single leg deadlifts. Square off your hips, focus on your hinge, find your balance, hinge forward, and then step up. There's 5. Level off through those hips as much as you can. 3, 2, and 1. You got to be balanced without weight before we add weight. Now switch to the left side. 5. Try to keep those shoulders and hips squared off. 4. So it's almost like you're getting just a teeny little rotation in the upper back. And 1. Okay, so now we're going to add on our weight. We're going to start light and we're going to go progressively heavier. 4 more sets. So here's something that's a little bit different that we're going to try for today. All right, so you're going to actually keep your bell on the ground, hinge forward. So we're going to start with your lighter weight, come to the top, drop back down, and then come to the top. That's 1. We're going to go for 5. So we've got to be able to unload and then reload on one leg. 3. Lock into that belly. 4. I'm trying to find the 4 corners of that foot. And 5. Okay, other side. Try not to get irritated or frustrated. We're just checking in, kindness and curiosity, where our body is at today. If your left foot's on the ground, your right hand holds the weight. And 5. All right, now we're going to switch up to our next weight up, which is going to be my 35. All right, we'll see how it goes. Right leg on the ground, right foot. Find the 4 corners of that foot. Hinge forward, left arm grabs the bell. Come up, drop back down, let go of the bell, come to the top. There's 1. How much flexion through the core can you maintain? Try to think back to that transverse abdominis draw that we started off with. We want to find that again. Tuck, grab, contract, and control. 5. Onto the other side. Hinge, pick it up, drop, and step again. We're checking in, we're focusing, we're finding where things are off. And there's 5. Okay, moving up again. We're gonna grab your next level up. 44 for me. I'm definitely expecting this to get tougher and tougher. All right, right leg on the ground. Left hand is gonna grab that bell. Here we go. You've got to use a lot of flexion through the core and the back. It's definitely tougher to pick the weight up from being dead weight on the ground. Re-engaging the upper back and the core. 3, 4, 5. All right, other side. You all remember how gnarly and tough these used to be? I do. Like 5 years ago. Like, oh, there's still a struggle, but they've gotten much more doable. All right, this is 5. Slowing down, checking in with your form. All right, last one through. I'm going to grab both of my 12 kgs because 44 is the heaviest I have. So it'll be a little different because I have both arms to hold the weight, but one more round here. If you're at the heaviest that you want to go, just hit it up again. Here we go. 5, lengthen the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab deep through that core, lengthen through the back. Feel flexion through the leg and the glute. 1. Open the chest. Make sure that the back isn't rounding as you hinge forward. Small little thought here, now that we're about done, is if you are unable to get the weights all the way to the ground because of flexibility or it hurts too much on your back or you lose balance, see if you can find a box or something to set your bells on, your weights on. 5, so that you can get them down there. All right, nice work. Write your little notes. All right, and we're gonna go back to our hack. We're gonna do the same thing, but reverse the cycle, all right? So we are gonna be putting the outer leg up, outer leg forward, inside leg back. Find that flexion. Think about how it's gonna work. 1. Find that hold, then return. Ten. Better. Better. Had to find a little better flexion through my foundation. Switch to the other side. All right. Is this right? Nope. Outer leg forward. Find that knee and heel alignment. Okay. Tuck under, flex that core. Find your pack, then go. Didn't really hold that last one very long. Count that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Good job. We're going to do opposite high. Don't worry, we're going to save some time for heart rate here at the end. I think one of the hardest things for me has been to figure out the that it's okay to have lower intensity days. It's actually better. I have to remind myself sometimes. Allows my muscles to actually recover, get stronger, develop more muscle. Have to remember to unload at the top. Let that slack hat add on. Alrighty. Outside leg is forward. Inside leg is back. Interesting to notice how I lean. Trying not to lean. So then I actually feel my legs light up a little more because I got to grip not only front to back, I'm going to go 3 more, but also inner. So I'm pulling my left leg in, pulling my right leg in, and I end up feeling those inner thighs light up. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to get going on our cardio burst. So we're going to go 2 minutes of a little AMRAP, okay? Shuffle tap. We're going to try to go as fast as we can. Core strong. You're going to hinge forward just a teeny bit. You're going to shuffle to the side. Shuffle, shuffle. Our focus is on speed, not necessarily width. And then we're going to pogo hop. So you're going to be up on your toes, jumping as fast as you can. So 10 of these, 1, 2, 3, and then 20 of these. Okay, you're gonna get real bouncy. Keep that core locked in, ready, set, and go. Oh, keep your heels up off the ground. More agility than anything else. Lock and load that core. When you are hopping, especially standing tall, pogo hops, feel those hips tuck in, core hold strong. One, two, three, four. Come on, light up those calves. And time, perfect. All right, we have 15 seconds. We're gonna go through a 2-minute bird dog. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna hold 1 minute on one side and 1 minute on the other. Hands and knees, draw in through the core, ready, set, and go. So I want this full minute because I want the time to flex in, find my positioning. So make adjustments, get your bicep up by your ear, slide the shoulder blade down, tuck up through the core, lift the back leg so it's in line with your hips, and then try to drop the left hip. Find your core. Force the core to work. This is big trunk activation if you can flex in and get there. Trunk, 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 core, core, core. Find it, flex it. 15 seconds. Tighten, flex, contract, control. 3, 2, 1, switch. Find those adjustments. See if you can tug your tailbone under a little bit. See if you can find traction between your hand and knee, shoulder blade, and glute. 30 seconds. Come on. Extend through the arm. Flex through the glute. Shoulder blades back and down. Come on, come on. Make it tough. It's up to you to make it tough. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, we're going to start off with a downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. First day. Whew. Push those hips up and back. We're going to use all that we just built, strengthened through our volume series. We're definitely still going to be going with some volume days. High volume, low volume, But our focus is going to be building upon or recognizing our imbalances and then building upon them. Trying to fix them. Bring that left leg forward. Drop your right knee. Sit up. Tuck under. Pull those hips forward. So tucking the pelvis back. Lift your right arm up and lean across. You should feel your hip flexor. So your imbalances may be different than mine, but we'll talk through all of them. Think back over what we just did. If you haven't charted it yet, what you would like to write down. Okay, we're going to walk our right leg back a little further and get a low lizard lunge. So walk your hands inside your left foot. See if you can drop onto your elbows. If not, no worries. Hopefully, eventually. We're going to take special care to make sure that we stretch our hip flexors. Especially if you sit much, we're going to do a lot of hinging to build the glutes and open the hip flexors. Slide back, and we're going to go for our hamstring stretch. Pull your right hip forward, left hip back. Feel free to reach out and connect with me on what your goals are, what you hope to achieve and obtain, and ask questions. We'll work on building a program together outside of our workouts. All right, back to your down dog. Take a deep inhale. Grab the core. This is a great time to get those calves stretched. With control, with your core, bring your right leg forward. Oops, not too far. Drop your back knee. Tuck the hips. Find that hip flexor. Lift up and over. I want to work on posture. What's going on with our posture? We're going to feel strong, agile, limber. Being healthy and fit. Okay, walk that front leg forward. Slide those hips lower and down onto your elbows if you can. Being fit has a lot more to do with overall health and mobility and how the body feels. Not just being able to press or carry a lot of weight, although that is definitely a fun factor. All right, slide back, get that hamstring drop, your right hip down, pull the left hip forward, slide your chest up towards your toes. So write your goals down and then set up small steps, nothing crazy, just write a couple rules that you know that you can achieve and maintain and sustain. Don't go all crazy or extreme. You want to reinforce wins for your subconscious. The more that you win and achieve the goals you set for yourself and the rules, abide by the rules, then the more you can add on, because your mind is going to realize and recognize that you're capable of achieving what you set out to do. All right, great work. There was day one. Funky, different, new stuff, and we're going to build on that for the next 59 days. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.